Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be solving CFA problem 1 of your book. This is chapter 6, page 186. So we have a 3-asset portfolio that has the following characteristics. We have a portfolio made up of asset X, asset Y, and asset Z. So asset X has an expected return of 15%, a standard deviation of 22%, and a weight of 0.5 or 50% weight. Asset Y has a 10% expected return, an 8% standard deviation, and a weight of 0.4 or 40%. And we have asset Z or investment Z, which has an expected return of 6%, a 3% standard deviation, and a weight of 10% or 0.1. So the question is, what is the expected return on this 3-asset portfolio? So when we're looking at the expected return of a portfolio, always remember that when we want the expected return of a portfolio, it is the summation of the weight times the return of each asset in this portfolio, of each investment in this portfolio. So we have 3 assets in this portfolio: asset X, asset Y, and asset Z. We're looking at the expected return on this portfolio of 3 assets. So we have to look at the weight of each asset and the return of each asset in this portfolio. So for asset X, we have a weight of 0.5 and a return of 15%. So we multiply the weight by the return. So 0.5 times 15%. We're finding the sum of this, so we add to it. For the second asset, for asset Y, we have a weight of 0.4 or 40%. We multiply it by the return, the expected return of Y, which is 10%. So 0.4 times 10%. And we add to that, for asset Z, we have an expected return of 6% and a weight of 0.1. So we multiply those, it's 0.1 by 6%. So we're finding the weighted average. That's how we find the expected return of a portfolio. The weighted average of its constituents, of asset X, asset Y, and asset Z. So it's the sum of the weight times the return. And in this case, we find it to be 12.1%. So this is the expected return on the portfolio of these 3 assets.